Alright, what is up, bro? So, in this video, I'm gonna try a different format of videos. By the way, usually, if you're familiar with my content, I like script it, and I have a general script I follow. But now I'm just gonna try going off the cuff, and I feel like this will bring like true, raw, and authenticity to the videos. So let me know how you feel about this compared to the scripted. It'll really help me out. Your feedback will. 'Cause, at the end of the day, I create these videos to hopefully entertain you, but also share some of the things I've learned. So let me know which way you prefer. And without further ado, let's just dive into it, right? So today I want to talk about every man's greatest weakness, right? And if you're familiar with my content, again, you'll know I kind of make almost satire content, right? And what I mean by that is I see this idea perpetuated constantly in the self-improvement space of like, oh, well, you gotta have self-control, bro. You go on Pornhub, you're a weak man, bro. Oh, yeah, you play video games, you're a weak man. Like, take that thought, throw it way out the window, man. Like, this is mainly what I want to talk about today. Now, just to be very clear, right? I'm not trying to say that watching porn and playing video games is some super productive use of your time. I think porn is horrific. I think the industry is horrific, right? Just to make that very clear. But it's things are a bit more nuanced than that, right? And what I mean by that is why you're here, right? If you're watching my channel, is likely because you're looking for some goals that were similar to the ones I've already achieved, right? And the goals that I wanted to achieve previously were things like, making a lot of money and having a great physique. Those were the two main ones, right? And in terms of money, I'm at that metric that's always touted in the self-improvement space. Oh, you got to make at least 10K a month. Well, I'm at that point now, right? And my physique, well, my photos are on my page, so you can check that out for yourself. And like throughout my self-improvement space, I haven't been, or excuse me, self-improvement journey, I haven't been like the typical self-improvement person, right? What I mean by that is, I failed NoFap 1,000,001 times, and that might be an underestimate if I'm being honest, right? And I've spent days on days procrastinating on stuff. I mean, today I was supposed to make this video at like, way earlier in the day. It's like way later in the day now. I procrastinate like to this day, even after I've accomplished all my goals. I procrastinate all the fucking time. I slip up all the fucking time. I watched porn like maybe 2 days ago. So the point I'm trying to make is, and my main issue with videos like, oh, this is a great weakness, you have no self-control, is it touts it as if it touts a big guilt complex. That's my main issue with it, where it's like, oh, you have no self-control, bro, you're not a masculine man if you do these things. Like, these things are here, especially porn, right? We can talk about a bunch of other things, but especially porn, right? Porn is, you're hardwired the moment you're literally born to have sexuality, right? Like, obviously you get it after puberty, and it's not like I understand the science of this shit, but I think you get what I'm saying, right? And porn basically hijacks that to the point where they try to make it as pleasurable to watch as possible. And you got to realize sexuality is literally hardwired into you. So I'm not saying go out and watch porn. I do think it's important to quit porn, right? I think it's important to quit porn. I think it adds just about nothing positive to your life. But feeling major guilt about this little slip up does a lot more harm than it does good, right? Again, throughout my self-improvement journey, I would procrastinate on things. I would slip up on my nofap and all these things. I would spend too much time playing video games, and then I'd end the day, feeling very guilty, and just feeling like absolute shit about myself. And this was a day in, day out battle, right? Where every single day, start the day, okay, slip up a bunch of times, maybe on my diet or whatever it was, or porn, whatever it was. And at the end of the day, feeling guilty and like, oh, promising myself, oh, I'm never going to do that again. Tomorrow's going to be better. I can't believe I did this. And just falling into negative thought cycles, guilt cycles, all these things, right? And this is the main thing that I'm trying to speak out against, right? Again, doing those positive things is great, right? But just don't feel like, again, how I would feel sometimes is, oh, I slipped up on my nofap streak. Oh, I wasted my whole day. My day is gone. My day is ruined. This is not the case. This is not the case, right? And furthermore, you're not some sort of, weak man, a weak-willed loser for not being able to stick with these things. These things, porn, video games, TV shows, like, there's a reason that most people in society, right, are, if not addicted, really drawn to these things, right? And then they kind of have to actively be like, this is a very normal human thing. Most people wake up in the morning, the last thing they want to do is go to work. There's a reason people dread Mondays, right? The last thing they want to do is go to work. And, but you kind of just have to push over that edge and do the hard work, right? But it's very normal to feel drawn to porn and video games and all these things. And hell, it's very normal to even slip up and, waste a whole day sometimes doing that stuff, right? Or not get everything done. Like, these are normal human things, right? So there was no reason to judge yourself so harshly for it, fall into negative guilt cycles. Now, here's my second beef with it. That's one beef. And here's my second beef with it. A lot of these self-improvement things, in terms of for actually reaching your goal, are low value as fuck. Again, I'm not saying, I really want to make this clear because I don't want to come across as like pro porn or something. I keep going back to the porn example. It's just a big thing in the self-improvement space. So I feel like it serves the purpose well. So, quitting porn, again, good. I think it's good. The industry is bad. I'd rather they not make any profit, and I don't think it's great for your brain. All those things. Agreed. Right. But if you want to get to a money goal, or if you want to get to a fitness goal, it would be good, because what these things are doing is they're overloading your plate, right? Oh, bro, you got to do no fat, then you got to meditate at 9, then you got to journal at 10. Oh, you fucking, God, I can't even think of a word. Oh, you fucking loser. You didn't even do those 20 different things. Bro, you're never going to make it, bro. Like 99% of the things on those lists are not going to help you get to your goal. If your goal is to like get a better physique, make sure you're eating proper nutrition and make sure you're lifting. That's literally it. The rest of the day, you can do all the bad habits. Again, I'm not condoning those bad habits. I'm not saying do those bad habits. I'm just saying even if you were to do them, you still reach your end goal. Similar to the money thing, think of what you want to do career-wise. For me, it was coding. I stuck to my coding thing. And this is what goes back to a point that I make on my channel all the time, which is find your one thing, right? I had to sit down and think to myself, okay, what is the one thing that even if I do nothing else productive all day, if I do this one thing, it'll change my life. Right. And for me, for making money, it was coding. So even though I was slipping up on my nofap, slipping up on all these things constantly, right, I would make sure that my coding work was done. No excuses, no nothing that had to be done. Right. And I did that, and I got the job that I wanted. And the rest is history, right? And if you look at my background, like throughout high school, people basically had like zero expectations of me, right? I failed multiple high school courses, didn't graduate high school on time. I was a super average college student. Like throughout my life, basically, people had zero expectations of me. Like, I was really like, I'm just being frank. People thought I wasn't going to get anywhere. People thought I was kind of stupid. And this is how it really was, right? This is how it really was. And I'm damn proud of all the things that I've achieved. And this is why this message is so important to me, because I do see this guilt complex constantly. If people coming from similar backgrounds to me and they slip up a little bit and like, oh, this sucked and my whole day is ruined. And man, I lived like that for years. And I don't want you to go through that same pain. There's no reason to go through that same pain. Find the impactful things that are going to move the needle forward. Make sure you're doing those things day in and day out. Hard work, consistency, all that stuff is very important. It'd be foolish of me to deny that. But again, if you slip up on these bad habits, it's okay. Dust yourself off, pick yourself back up, and keep moving forward, right? Keep moving forward. And that's all I got to say on that end. So again, expecting perfection of ourselves is absolutely ridiculous, right? Expecting ourselves to always be able to resist these temptations is absolutely ridiculous. Keep putting one foot in front of the other in the shit that actually matters, right? And that's it. That's really all I have to say about this. I am confident. I am so confident. You do that, right? And you'll reach your goal. It really is just that simple. And just the last thing I'll say, and I say this all the time as well, but I feel it's important to say, just be careful who you're listening to on the internet, right? Even me, right? Like I try to be as authentic as possible, as honest as possible, sharing my experience, but I wouldn't expect you to just take me at face value. Research the things I say, try them out. If they work, great. If not, great. But like some of these people, one person that comes to mind, which I've talked crap about many times, I'll talk again, is kind of the Fresh and Fit podcast, right? Like some of these dudes, especially in the self-improvement space, are just straight up weirdos with toxic mindsets, and it's oh my goodness, like, and I feel like with things like this, they have this almost business model, and this is marketing 101, where they'll make their audience feel like absolute crap, and then they'll sell them courses. They'll make the audience feel the pain, and it's like, oh, buy my course to fix this problem. Oh, you're a low value man right now, bro, buy my high value man course. Like, Jesus Christ, right? So just be careful if you get advice from online. That's all I'm saying, right? And again, keep on putting one foot in front of the other in the stuff that matters, on the high impact stuff, right? Rather than constantly feeling guilt over some minor slip ups. And I am confident, absolutely confident that you achieve your goal, right? And another reason I say all this stuff about not feeling guilt and these things, right, is because again, I lived in pure misery for years and years and years. And it was a misery largely created by my own mind, right? And this is something I've realized now, and I'm kind of trying to pass this message along about this constant feeling guilt and then getting caught in these negative thought cycles and just having my whole day ruined. And there was really no reason for me to live like that. Again, slipping up on these things that are very human, very normal to slip up on. Again, I'm not condoning, I'm not saying, hey, spend your whole day just masturbating and playing video games. That's not what I'm saying. But if you slip up on these bad habits you're trying to avoid, no problem. Dust yourself off. Keep moving forward. That's all there is to it. You keep on doing that and you keep on focusing on the stuff that's actually going to move the needle forward. Again, I'm confident you'll achieve your goal. There's no doubts in my mind, right? In the meantime, again, enjoy your life. Don't get caught in this. Don't get caught in these negative mindsets of constantly feeling like shit about yourself, all that. You know what I mean? Constant judgment of yourself, all that, right? Enjoy your life, and that's it. And look, I really want you to imagine, like, just sit down and imagine. Think about, you take this advice, you run with it, right? So say something similar to me, to the old me. Maybe you're not in the best shape right now, and you want to get in shape. So you say, okay, fitness is my one thing. Okay, even if I slip up on this NoFap, all that, no problem. I'm gonna keep doing my thing day in, day out, day in, day out, and your physique is gonna change right before your eyes. Right, you're gonna start feeling more confident right before your eyes. You're gonna start to get that more traction you always wanted right before your eyes, right? And that's going to be regardless of, so you were playing video games, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you kept focusing on the high impact task. And now you have the dating life that you want. You have the confidence in your physical looks that you wanted, right? Similarly, maybe you have a money goal, right? So you start working hard at that. Again, if you slip up here and there, you dust yourself off, whatever. There's no reason to feel all this guilt, all this nonsense. You enjoy your life, all that, again, you slip up, no problem. And you keep on putting in the hard work on the stuff that matters. And you see great results, right? And soon you're making the money you always wanted. You're supporting your family. If you always wanted to move out, you're able to do things like that, right? Imagine that. And that's the path you're on. Hey, keep working hard. I believe in you, but what I believe doesn't matter. What you believe matters. So I hope you believe in yourself too. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Look, ultimately, I want this to be our positive little community where we help each other, support each other, and help each other get to the next level in life. And frankly, bring some common sense back into the self-improvement space, because some of the ideas I see out there are straight up toxic, and some of the people who are influencing this self-improvement space, my goodness, I swear some of them are out of their minds. So hopefully we can change that and push this into a proper direction. Again, please come join the community. I'll leave my Instagram, TikTok in the description, also somewhere here. Please support there as well. Please do like, comment, subscribe. What I want to do ideally is hopefully I blow up, and I'm doing boxing, martial arts right now. I'm loving every minute of it. So if I can do YouTube in the morning, boxing, martial arts in the evening, that would be my dream life. Or maybe get one of these YouTube boxing fights, man. I would, right hand to God, dude, I would fight any of these YouTube boxers. Like, no problem. I would take that fight in a heartbeat. Getting paid millions and getting better at fighting, which is something I ultimately want, would just be incredible. So please do like, comment, subscribe, support. All that support will help make my dream a reality. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.